Umar IFL Umar.
You know what? He's done you right through there. That is you through and through.
I know.
Umar IFL Umar.
I'm embracing it.
I'm loving it.
Johnny Nelson, weigh-ins for Edwards Moreno. Charlie's story is a magnificent one. Everything that he's been through with his mum, delivered the world title now. He headlines now.
You know what? And the thing is, it's really inspiring to see a champion, but still dazzled by the bright lights and everything that boxing has to offer. He's usually a bit more experienced, but Charlie's still learning his craft, and he's not even a finished article, and he's headlining. And to him, when you speak to him, you know, you can tell he appreciates it. You can tell he thinks he's thankful for it. You can tell he's not thinking it's a given. He's a very humble champion that's done it the hard way, and he loves his job. He loves his position.
Okolie also on the bill. Have you caught up with the whole Okolie-White thing? Have you been keeping up with it?
I've been following it. It's not going to go anywhere. I've been following it slowly but surely. And you know what? I get Okolie. Okolie's spoiled with a lot of heavyweights. So he fears no one. And usually, if you can fight, you know, you can usually beat a lot of the heavyweights out there. So you fancy yourself, you think, I'm faster than that. You don't know what goes on behind closed doors with those boys there. But one thing I do know is, excuse my French, but I will fuck with DILLIAN WHYTE because the boy can fight, man. So obviously they must know something I don't. But it's interesting, to say the least.
Okolie's being bang serious though when he says he can beat DILLIAN WHYTE, and there was a lot of talk after about let's take it to the streets, etc. from Dylan, but I don't know if you saw Dylan's brother calmed it down yesterday. Did you see that video with him and Okolie? He just said, listen, what's happened between you and Dylan, it is what it is, but let's not take it left. You know what I mean? So that's probably the right thing to do.
Yeah, of course, and that's what I'm saying. And I think Okolie will end up being a heavyweight anyway. He's a big unit for a cruiserweight. I don't understand how he makes cruiserweight, and I'm quite sure he spends most of his time sparring with heavyweights. So he feels very comfortable mixing it with a lot. So if you really believe that you're in that mix, why not? I can't fault him saying it and believing that. I do believe DILLIAN WHYTE is one of the most improved heavyweights over the last 2 or 3 years. I do believe he deserves his position where he is now, so you can't underestimate him. And hopefully Lawrence Allen's done that. Hopefully, listen, you never know, we might not be giving Lawrence the credit he deserves yet, because this kid can fight, Lawrence, and he's done everything expected of him so far.
What did you make of the WBC stance with DILLIAN WHYTE? They ordered him in Brazil as an interim fight and then made Brazil mandatory for Wilder.
Bullshit. I think it's not fair on Dylan. I don't think it's fair on him at all. I think the WBC, you know what, don't say one thing and then do another. You know, DILLIAN WHYTE has done everything asked of him. Fought fights he shouldn't fight, just to keep busy. I think they've not been fair to him. I think Dylan should sue him if they don't fix up and give him something concrete. I think DILLIAN WHYTE he's done everything expected, so I just don't think they've been fair with him.
Talking about Brazil, he's obviously fighting Wilder. Do you rate that fight at all?
Brazil's a strong unit. We saw him against Anthony Joshua. He's tough, he's durable. I think Wilder would be too mobile for him, too active for him. Wilder, again, he's got to pretend he's not. He's got to walk with the blinkers on and not think about. The Tyson Fury situation or the Anthony Joshua situation, because he'll get stake for the Tyson Fury situation, not having a rematch. So he's got to think, right, I've got to look forward and just ignore what's happening left to right of me.
Wilder was heavily linked with DAZN. He was talking to them. He's rejected the $100 million deal. Your thoughts on that?
I don't know the ins and outs of it. I don't know the finer details of such a deal, because on the surface of it you wouldn't reject something so big, but you don't know what's tied into such a contract. Okay. So I couldn't really fairly comment.
Just last one as well, a lot of money's been chucked towards Tyson Fury, ESPN obviously, massive deal. Again, what are your thoughts on that and Tyson landing a deal in America?
I think it's brilliant for Tyson Fury. I think it's brilliant for British boxing. A Brit getting such a deal in the States. A Brit that didn't win the world title, but then they offered him a massive deal out there. If I was Wilder, I'd be pissed off. And for Tyson Fury, at last he's no longer the opponent. They're bringing him in for him. But some fighters fight differently. Like when they're given that option. I used to love boxing when people booed me expecting me to lose. You know, that's when you got the best out of me. And Tyson Fury will always have that sort of chip on his shoulder to give him that edge. And other fighters haven't got that. And no matter what he gets offered, I think he always will have that chip on his shoulder, because he's boxing for other reasons bar the money. And so for Tyson Fury, I think it's just a good sign, good result. I'm happy for him.
All right, Johnny Nelson, thank you very much for talking to Umar. I follow Umar, and I'm sure we'll catch up soon. See you tomorrow.